Hi everyone, and welcome back to another tutorial. We're going to use Radiance particle effect creator today to make a simple Starfield effect. We're going to use only one emitter for this project, and as usual I have prepared one background to make the effect more interesting to look at. So again, you need to have this background put in resources and canvas. Here I have put a background called planet.png. Alright, so we will just start by loading up that background. Find it here by clicking the arrows. There we have it. Okay, we are going to use gravity emitter type, and the emitter particle max value will be set to 600. Let's see, 600. The emitter angle, we will turn it around to be 90 degrees. This will make the particles go downwards. And we're going to set the speed to 60 pixels per second. Now the particles will go down. Right, we're going to use the particle speed variation and set that value to 10. And also the particle gravity y-axis value we set to -2. I will explain that value later. Alright, particle x-axis variation, we need to bump that up to around 375 to cover the x-axis area. Something like this. And we're going to put the effect in the top of the viewport or the canvas area. Alright, we need to adjust the particle lifetime to be more exciting. So we're going to put this value to 26. For you to be able to do this, you need to take the limits off this button. Otherwise it will limit to 10 seconds. But now you can adjust this more to 26. And we are going to set the particle size, just 0 out for now. The particle size start variation will be set to 15 pixels, and the rest of the values left to 0. To make some more organic look to it, we're going to use the start rotation variation to 32, and also the finish to around the same value. Now, let's change the sprite to a more suitable sprite for this project. Let's see. For example, this one. That looks nice. We need to adjust the colors. Obviously, the stars won't be all orange. So, I'm going to set the start color to be mid-grayish, and the end color to be a little lighter. We talked about this the gravity y-axis value that we set to -2. That will actually make the particles slow down as they go down. It just makes it look more interesting in my eyes. But you can, of course, try around different values here. You can make some really cool stuff. For example, if you want, and this can be all the values, the parameters can be, of course, altered in Corona runtime. So, for example, if you want to slow down or accelerate, for example, a starfighter, you need to increase the particle speed. Increasing this value will make the starfield go faster, and vice versa. But let's just put it back at 60 for now. You can see that the starfield is now on top of the planet, which looks not that realistic. by hitting this button, you will put it behind. This is a button that flips the set order for objects. So now the particles will be behind the background picture, which is a planet. This is a PNG with a transparent background, of course. Alright, I think that's basically it. This is how you make pretty easy Starfield. If you want a denser Starfield, you can increase the particle's max value. Note that this particle max value is a value that represent the maximum allowed particles used by the emitter, and it's very seldom that it actually uses so many particles. It all depends on, of course, the particle lifespan. So if the particles die out quickly, of course there will be not that many particles. But keep in mind that on mobile devices, emitter particle max is you need to consider this for performance. But the most important thing is actually the particle size, the actual size of each particle. I'm going to put this back at 600. And we're putting back the lifespan to 26 seconds. Around that, somewhere. Alright, that's it. The next time we will take a look at one-time effects like bombs and stuff. And we will take use of the loop function. But for now, thank you for watching and goodbye.